Hi, FRC fam! It's Chai!
And Rap! And it's Easter season now! May tanong ako sa'yo, Chai.
Oh,
OA ka ba o nonchalant?
in terms of...
Walang context. In terms of prayer. Kasi yun yung topic natin for this month's episode. Our Easter episode is entitled, Find Your Prayer, Add to Hearts.
Grabe! Excited na ako malaman yung discussions natin today kasi dito natin madidiscover in this episode yung different ways of prayer.
Kung OA ka ba mag-pray or nonchalant?
Kaya introduce natin yung guests natin.
Hindi na natin patatagalin pa. Who are our guests for today, Chai?
Yes. To our FRC fam out there, we would like to welcome our guests today, JG and Lalik. Woo! Welcome to the show.
So maybe you guys can introduce briefly yourselves para mas makilala kayo ng FRC fam natin.
You wanna go first?
Hi, I'm Lalik. I'm a practicing architect right now.
Hi, I'm JG. I'm a first-year law student.
Siguro fun fact about yourself. Ano nyo?
Okay, fun fact about me. I'm actually from Cebu. And back there, kilala nila ako na...
Baba natin ang konti.
Oh, sorry.
Ayan.
Ay, sorry.
Hindi po tayo sponsored. Pero as you can see, very Gen Z with iced coffee.
Sorry
Okay.
po. Kaya mabilis na magsalita.
Madaming energy.
Okay, ulit. And then back there, kilala nila ako na namumulot ng aso. So gagawin na,
Namumulot
oh my gosh,
talaga.
ang cute mo.
Sana walang nagmamayari
Ibabad
ng mga
mo.
dampot mo.
Tapos may biglang missing. Ay, ikaw pa. Joke lang, hindi pa po nangyari yun.
Siguro ako, fun fact, kasi a lot of people have asked actually before the start, tinanong ako ni Chai kanina kung Chinese ba ako. And no, I am, kung saan mang lupalop ng mundo, apparently, I am very small part Japanese and Igorot.
Oh, wow.
Para, kasi they say, ba't ang puti mo? Or puti tas mabok. They said, oh, it's because apparently Igorot ka. So, I don't know, it's just like pretty cool fun.
That's very interesting. Japanese pala
Welcome.
siya. Arigatou gozaimasu. Bye.
Alright, so throughout this episode, we'll be hearing more from the experiences of JG and Lalik. So, itong episode natin na ito is actually in light of what Pope Francis recently declared this year to be the year of prayer.
Yes.
Wow. So, ano bang gusto ni Pope Francis through that? He wants to encourage deeper faith through our personal relationship and encounter with the Lord, and for each of us to also encourage one another to pray. Because family that prays together,
Stays together.
yan, tandaan yan. FRC fam. Paulit-ulit yung ginagawa natin.
Yes, yun ang wrap, no? So, this is a year of prayer. And of course, we want to offer the FRC fam this episode to have a better understanding. Ano nga ba yung different ways of prayer? Baka naman may hindi pa tayo na-discover na way,
Tama.
expressions that we want to also talk about in this episode. So, siguro let's start off by asking our guests, how did you actually start praying? Maybe Lalik can go first.
Well, for me, it's a very different experience kasi I grew up Catholic talaga. So both my parents, they belonged in also a charismatic community. But so it was really ingrained in me also na parang paano mag-pray. And I grew up in a Catholic school from preschool to college. So yun, batak na batak sa prayer. But I feel like personally, the first time I prayed was actually just a moment where I recognized na I needed something greater than my own self-reliance. Na parang, kumbaga, the Gen Z would call it the universe. But then back then, I was siguro blessed enough to recognize na, okay, may Diyos at kailangan ko siyang tawagin ngayon. So I think that was my very first experience of what a prayer is or what it's supposed to be like. More than what it was, or more than what I was taught it should be like.
So, Lalik, you mentioned the word charismatic. Can you elaborate on that para sa mga viewers natin?
So, charismatic community, it's more of charism, life in the spirit, worship, prayer meetings, yung ganun. So, more on ganun.
Anong difference? Anong difference? Yun ba yung mga
Praise the Lord.
actually pataas ng kamay, worship?
Yes. Mga praise jam, mga ganun.
And sorry, I just want to understand also, sino yung nagturo sa'yo to, like, of course, yung first prayer mo? What was the first prayer you learned?
The first prayer I learned, bless us, O Lord.
Exciting.
Siyempre,
Very
may
Pinoy.
pagkain dyan, no? Okay, bless us, hindi.
Ah.
Siguro, first, who taught me how to pray is really my parents. Like, tinuruan naman kami sa bahay paano magdasal. When you leave the house, before you sleep, when you eat, syempre. But siguro for me, my very first personal prayer talaga, who taught me that kind of structure of prayer. It was also back in college. I met a Christian org. They're called Christ's Youth in Action. Tas doon tinuruan nila kami yung parang the structure of prayer, how the disposition of prayer even. I think that's the most important part that I've learned, the disposition of prayer. Yung may structure pa nga yun, yung adoration, contrition, thanksgiving.
Yung acts.
Yung acts. With a lot of S's. Ganun. May silence.
Ano yung lot of S's ba? Iba yung... Ibang version pa.
Yung alam ko lang na a lot of S's kasi yung scriptures, silence, and supplication. Last pala yung silence, sorry. Pero supplication and then silence.
Nakarelate ako dun sa experience ni Lalik na yung parents yung nagturo sa paano magdasal. Tanda ko nun, kami magkakapatid, bata pa kami. Bago kami matulog, may bond paper na may printed na prayer ng Angel of God dun. Magdadasal muna kami ng Angel of God. Bago kami matulog. Di ko alam. Pero it's something that, yung una kong na-memorize na prayer before.
Very different kasi yung Angel of God naman for us. Sanay ako pinipray siya after classes. Yung the dismissal na. Parang pag-aalis. Or like, to keep you safe.
As a Catholic school.
As a Catholic school.
So yun yung recall ko naman ng Angel of God. Tapos kami pag bago matutulog before, we would pray as a family, like siblings ko with my parents. Tapos meron pang parang customized yung prayer namin. Yung parang minimension each family member yung, thank you, sorry, I love you, gano'n.
Wow. Open forum.
May pa-pray. Parang ino-offer mo rin yung prayer to other. Pero hindi ko na siya pinipray ngayon. No, I mean, kasi nag-change yung prayer mo.
Tumanda na rin tayo.
Hi to my mother!
Si JG, ikaw naman JG, ano experience mo of learning how to pray?
Siguro my experience of like learning how to pray. Kinikwento sa akin ng mga magulang ko, I started very early. Parang 3 years old pa lang daw ako. Kaya ko na mag-rosaryo. And all that. Sumasabay na ako sa mga magulang ko, sa mga lolo at lola ko. And I think they're not to blame, but they're the people I credit. Lalo na because kapag my experience with church and with prayer is very much because of them. Like, yung mom ko, besides the usual, yung traditional Filipino family of going to mass every Sunday, yung mom ko, she has a habit na kapag namroblema siya with anything personal, sa work, or anything, since ako yung panganay, dinadala niya ako sa Adoration Chapel. Tapos sinasabihan lang niya ako, quiet ka, magdadasal lang ako. Tapos siya magdadasal din. Tapos ako wala, uupo, I'll look around. And I'd like to think that's my very first exposure.
So basically, parang nasasama ka sa kung ano yung ginagawa ng parents mo, how they pray.
Yeah.
And minsan hindi naman necessarily ikaw yung nagpe-pray pa, pero tingin-tingin ka doon, nakikita mo
yung mga bata, may angel, ano kaya?
Exactly.
Ay, may pillow sa ano.
Yes!
Sa,
may aircon! May aircon!
Tama. Pero was there a moment na parang you felt like it was a decision of yours to pray na? Na parang nag-click lang sa'yo na, okay, this is something that I actually want.
Alam mo, I was like thinking about that like a few weeks ago, and then I kind of realized na my encounter with prayer actually came personal encounter with prayer came very late. Grade 10 siya, kasi sa school namin may retreat kami, since we're run by Jesuit, so mahilig sa mga retreat. So it was a 2-day retreat, and then the part there was, we were given an hour and a half na, okay, after the session, silence. Do things on your own, magdasal kayo, do whatever, reflect. And kasi, as I said, growing up, it's really about the repetitive prayer, the structured prayers. Yeah. And that was the first time I found myself na I was just very quiet. Pinilit ko yung sarili ko na I won't turn to the turn to the rosary to fill in the silence. But I will let the silence sink in. And I was just like looking around in space. And that was my first encounter with prayer as something personal, as something na I am only me can share with God. So yeah, that's it.
I think it's very evident yung experience of prayer natin as children, especially for us children who grew up in Catholic families. Very different siya when it comes to like, may point talaga sa buhay natin na tatanda tayo and it will have to be something personal or of our own. If I were to relate it to the experience of a lot of youth ngayon, hindi ko alam, baka may masasabi din kayo actually dito na parang maraming may sentiments na Catholic faith or yung prayer towards God. Ano lang naman yan memorize prayers, paulit-ulit lang, rosary, same, misa, paulit-ulit lang. Alam mo kung kailan ka tatayo, kailan ka upo, kailan ka luluhod, kailan ka magre-respond. So parang there's nothing personal about that.
It's very routine.
Oo, exactly. Routinary, tradition. I don't know. Is that the same
Yeah, did you have any
do you
encounter?
experience that same sentiment?
I guess I've had that personal experience, lalo na when you're siguro yung mga 7 to 10 years old na, okay, you go to mass every Sunday, pero hindi mo nang talaga naintindihan yung nangyayari. You're just sitting down, standing up, kneeling down, and lalo na you're surrounded by mga batang kiti-kiti na ay gusto mong gumalaw, and yun din yung environment sa school na parang, prayers like very caging, very restrictive, you can't do what you want, and personally, it's a very normal experience, and it's hindi naman siya a bad thing. It's really part of growing up, part of finding out who you are, part of just discovering how you are as a person.
Yeah, and I think journey rin yun Like honestly, growing up with like Catholic school, for example, yung minsan magdadasal ka ng init. So parang
or minsan maglalakad ka papunta sa somewhere, tapos matatapat kang angelus nasa gitna.
Titigil kayo.
Yes.
Bawal gumalaw.
Bawal gumalaw.
The angel of the Lord.
Parang ako, di ba pwede maglakad while praying? Ang init-init
Mas bagal-bagal pa nung record
Oo, so parang I feel like growing up nga, parang it's hindi naman love-hate, but kind of that way of like really understanding, ano ba itong ginagawa ko? Like, versus like reciting it and understanding yung value, di ba? Parang it's also that, yun nga, parang medyo hirap ka to process that as a kid. Kasi your priorities are very different and your relationship with prayer is also very different.
Yeah.
How about you, Lalik? Did you have any encounter with that?
Ako yung batang kiti-kiti na.
Baka nandun ka din nun.
Hindi ko ako yung nakita mo. But then, ako yun, in a sense, where I feel like as a kid, like, sobrang kulit mo and everything. But when you're in mass kasi, so you're being told, huwag kang gumalaw.
Nagkakamot lang.
Diba? So, anong gagawin ko dito? So, magzo-zone out ka. Pero pag nag-zone out ka, tumayo ka. Ay, di ba ako tatayo? So, parang, I think growing up, like, practicing the traditions of the church, I never really got it, like, until I was really older. Like, much older. I think college ko na talaga na-appreciate yung Catholic traditions, why we do masses, why we do novenas, all those things. But as a child talaga, parang I wouldn't understand it. And magagalit pa sila pag di mo guess. Anong gagawin ko dito, ma? Iiyak ka na. Ma, I'm sorry!
Insert me!
Kasalanan ko.
Ganon. But then, yeah, honestly, siguro as a child, I'm also thankful naman na dinadalaw ng parents ko sa church. I think it planted a seed I did not know. But honestly, in a perspective of a child, you'd never get it. You'd never get why you have to stand up, why you kneel down, or why you have to be there for an hour. Hala, anong gagawin?
Dapat
gano'n.
That is very true, no? And I think malaking factor yung pag-retreat. Yung napapasok, yung meron ka talagang number of days that you would just reflect, understand, and also cultivate that relationship with God, with friends. I feel like the whole company also matters in the process.
Yeah.
No?
Actually, yung tatanong ko rin kay Lalik, kasi you mentioned that when you grew up, you appreciate more the things that we do, or yung planted seeds nga, ika nga, as you mentioned, by our parents or by our household situation. What helped you appreciate that?
Ako, I think, ipa-plug ko talaga yung Seaway. What really helped me was I was really surrounded, or I was really blessed with, parang, I'd like to say, brothers and sisters that I found in college, parang who really lived that life. Tapos parang ako naman, who came from, feeling ko, I came from that life, but how can I not see it in that light? So seeing people who see the value of prayer, see the value in church, it sparked that curiosity in me na parang ano bang meron sa ostya na yan, yung ganon, or ano bang value sa Adoration Chapel na yan. So because of that, because I was surrounded with all those people, dun ko din parang natanong sa sarili ko, okay, ano ba to? What am I missing out? Like, I've been immersed with all of these, but I feel like I've been missing out. So that's what sparked it, na parang, it was also a personal decision on my part, but it was also more of like, because I was curious, therefore I was asking those questions. So I went into that parang journey of discovering the faith, discovering the traditions, discovering the religion itself. And I also had that personal enlightenment. Hindi naman. Lumipad bigla. Parang personal, siguro realization na, okay, this isn't something that we do out of because sabi ng tatay mo, tumayo ka, or sabi ng lola mo, pumunta ka ng church. But it was also because you found the value in it. Or siguro more importantly, I found the Lord there. So it was something that, okay, because may value siya, and because the Lord is real, therefore, this is something that I hold so dear to me.
What do you mean? Parang, kasi you said that you were surrounded with people that you consider brothers and sisters. Ano pinagkaiba nun sa being surrounded with your parents and with the people who go to church anyways?
Yeah, okay, I like that question. Kasi pag parents...
Thank you for that wonderful
Thank you for the wonderful questions. I am Lalik from the Philippines.
Cebu,
Miss Universe. Bad trip. Apaka-casual lang yun. Ano nga sasabihin ko? Ano nga yun? Nawala.
Translator.
My family. Hindi. Okay. So, the difference kasi, for me, when you're with your family, it's very casual, very, parang feeling mo, parang sinashove sa'yo. Yung feeling ko lang yun parang, when it's with family, sometimes it hinders your own personal discovery. Kasi feeling mo, sabi kasi ng nanay ko or sabi kasi ng tatay ko. So, it was different through the eyes of, through the perspective of someone na, bakit siya? Yung ganon. Or, bakit kaya siya? Yun yung pinili niya. So, pero when it comes to your friends or to your peers, diba? Parang, bakit? Diba? Yung parang siyang ganon na, there's this curiosity that sparks in you na, okay, you're not obligated to follow, but they're doing it. So why are they doing it? And why is my family not like that? Or parang ganun. So, parang siyang ganun.
What I'm getting is like the conversations with the two different types of settings are very different. Kasi parang sa family mo, you're saying nga na, parang wala masyadong conversation Parang it's very, gawin mo to kasi this. Yun na yun, gawin mo siya.
Shout out to my fam.
But also with friends, parang mas may openness to that conversation and like personal discovery na mas open ka to actually understand yung relationship mo. Diba? How about for you, JG? Ano yung naging process mo for prayer?
Actually, I was listening to this. I was very surprised kasi I also have a very similar experiencing of family versus peers. Because with a family, I would ask, why does this happen sa mass? Why do we do this? And more often than not, they'll just say, ginagawa na natin yun. So, gawin na natin. Dahil ganun dapat talaga. So, talagang napapatanong ko kung why. Why we do a lot of these things. And siguro like for my personal experience nga, because of that, I ended up joining sa altar server sa parish namin and sa school namin. And particularly dun sa school, I found a group of people who were asking the same questions. So parang, okay, we were all serving, we all do this, pero ba't nga natin ginagawa to? Why do we do these gestures? Ba't nga tayo nagsaserve? Why do we even pray? Why do we even believe? And it's a different level of comfort. Siyempre may comfort ng family who rears yung pagiging prayerful. Pero iba talaga pag yung pare-pareho kayong journey. You're all in the same step. Parang, I will not expect anything from you, but that we're all looking for the same thing.
Yes.
We're all journeying through the same thing. And yung mga experiences natin are very similar because of that. Yeah. It's really just comforting to know na there's more people who are asking the same questions as you.
Yeah.
Iba yun Parang when you find people who are on the same journey as you, it kind of makes more sense and parang mas may inspiration siya. And what I'm getting is not to say that one is more important than the other. Yung experience natin with the family and experience with peers. Parang it's so much richer if you experience both. Na parang yung
Yes.
sinasabi ni Lalik that there are planted seeds. Parang mas na-enrich siya once you actually see that in your
Yeah.
own personal journey.
Yeah, this is not to discredit din kasi the families that are actually
Yeah.
making an effort, 'di ba, to plant that seed.
Mm-mm.
Kasi it actually boosts you to make that first step into like, oo nga no, ano nga ba siya? I mean, you wouldn't
Yeah.
even reach that why
Yeah.
if there
oo.
wasn't that seed all along.
Tama.
Yes. So, FRC fam, siguro encouragement ko ito para sa mga parents and families na nanonood. Our youth are actually asking the question
Yeah.
why.
Mm-mm.
And it's actually good to entertain those, to listen to those questions,
Yeah.
to have those conversations. Probably, pwede natin i-normalize yung mga ganong conversations sa families. Para, as a family, we have a deeper understanding
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
But also, there's the other side. Wait, paano yun?
Sayon mo.
Other side na there's also self-discovery among
Yeah.
our youth. And parang malaking bagay actually to support that as well and be with them in that journey.
Siguro what I wanna touch on no, is like, what does your prayer look like? Ano yung pinagdadasal nyo? Just to make it also more personal to our FRC fam out there na pag mga gantong edad ba? Anong pinagdadasal
Ano
natin?
yung tsura ng
Yeah.
a prayer of someone who appreciates
Mm-mm.
prayer?
And nasagot ba siya? Did it change how you prayed? Did you continue the process? How did it look like?
I describe my prayer as alam mo yung very typical na estudyante. Kasi all my life, estudyante lang naman ako. Until now, estudyante pa rin ako. And you know that feeling that you enter class and you know nothing. Because nanood ka lang ng TV kagabi or hindi ka lang talaga nakapag-aral. And the feeling of almost hopelessness. And how my prayer would look like is, so, siguro in the car or sa classroom before anything else. So, upo lang ako, tapos I'll close my eyes. And I repeat this prayer over and over again I learned from high school. So, it goes, it's very short. Dear Jesus, help me to remember that there is nothing in this world that you and I cannot do today. Amen. So, paulit-ulit lang yun na parang, I guess I acknowledge na, okay, syempre di ako nag-aaral, mahirapan talaga ako. But it's going to be hard, but then it's not going to be impossible. And yun lang, paulit-ulit lang sa akin. And has it worked? So, yes, and I'd like to say no, but yes then. So, one concrete example is, ang funny talaga sa isang law class ko, we had 18 cases that day. Ang nabasa ko lang yung unang 4. Tapos nakaupo lang ako dun, cramming the notes for the 5th one. Tapos biglang, ako ang unang nabunot na index card. So, I was called to recite for the 4 cases that I read. So, sabi ko, ibang klase talaga sa Lord, ibang klase.
May grasya.
But like, sometimes, syempre,
Lord.
diba? But sometimes it doesn't come kasi the way you want it to. It's not always like that. Like, earlier, kagabi wala akong naaral because I just really had the hard time. And I prayed that prayer. What did I get? Natawag ako during both classes and during the particular topic na wala akong alam. I knew the questions before, I knew the questions after me. Yung questions ko lang hindi ko na alam. Pero naitawid ko. And I guess yun yung nakukuha ko sa prayer ko na things may go the way you want to, things may not.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, mararating mo rin yung dulo. I guess the inner, my journey of silence, just calming myself down and knowing na regardless of my experiences today, I'm not alone. And kakayanin ko siya because exactly that, hindi naman ako nag-iisa.
Silence really helps in mindset, disposition. What I remembered from your story, JG, is sabi nila, when you pray, there are 3 answers from God. So there's yes, this is good for you. No, because this is not good for you. And then there's wait. Teka lang. Translate lang. Not yet, but in the right time. So, ang galing na makita yun mag-unfold sa buhay natin. But it takes some certain meditation and silence ka to realize that also.
For me, yung story niya is very visual in my head. Kasi parang pinagdaanan ko din siya.
Yes.
So it's very, it just echoes what you were talking about earlier nga. Na it also pays to be surrounded by the same people with the same journey as you. Not necessarily the same position, right? Pero yun nga, parang vision na imagine mo siya. It's very true sa experiences. How about you, Lalik?
Well, my prayer, kind of different. Different talaga. Sorry.
Bisaya kasi sa kanya.
Wala akong Dear Jesus. Ang ganda nun. Pasulat
ganda
nga.
Ito po,
Send ko.
Ikakopy ko na
sa
po yung
comment
prayer.
section.
Baka mas effective pa lang.
So, my prayer naman, it's very different in a sense. Ay, di naman very. Same God, same God.
Yeah.
Just
naman.
fun fact, same Lord. Hindi. So my prayer usually in the morning, it's really in that disposition that ang ingay na. Sorry.
Gusto ba ilapag mo na natin?
Yan.
It's more of me approaching the presence of the Lord. So every time I start the prayer, it's more of an Ignatian way kasi na Saint Ignatius said like, behold your God beholding you. So that's how usually I start with my prayer. That's just that acknowledgement that, okay, here I am before the Lord and like just want to have that conversation with Him. But it's really more of that disposition talaga na, okay God, I wouldn't be here today kung di mo ako ginising. I wouldn't be here today with whatever I'm facing if you did not allow me to be here. So that's always my first step in prayer. Just acknowledging that I am really at the mercy of the Lord. And once I'm there, usually parang may ADHD kasi. So nagpapaplay ako ng worship songs. So that's how I disposition myself in that adoration before the Lord and just acknowledge His presence. So, kailangan ko ng visual aids. Yung kailangan ko ng support. So, yun. So, I would play worship songs and just really dwell in that disposition that, okay, I am worshiping the Lord. Before anything else, before me asking the Lord, it's just me acknowledging that He is my God. So, yun. And then after that, once I settle in, I usually read the gospel for today and then read siguro a little commentary. So, it would take me siguro like mga 10 minutes to read the gospel and commentaries. And then after that, that's where I sit in silence and just me and the Lord, just, okay, Lord, what are you trying to tell me here? Or what is it that you want to talk to me about? Like, siguro about what I've been experiencing throughout the day or what I've been experiencing this past few days or anything. Like, it's really just allowing the Lord to speak in the stillness of my heart. And then after that, pag feeling ko naka-meditate na ako or, I just really have that sense of peace and calm, dun ako like that's when I try to remember all the prayers that people ask me to pray for them. So, usually dun ako nagsasupplication. So, parang, okay Lord, so today may ganito pala ako. Dun ko na ibubungad lahat. Like, parang akala ni Lord, chika-chika lang kami. Ay Lord, ito yung listahan ko. By the way, number 1, 9 a.m. Mag-MRT ako. So, sana walang tao. Yung ganun. So, dun ko na ilalatag lahat. And then, I'd usually end with a glory be. So, hindi naman siya parang sobrang free-flowing ng prayer ko. I still have those structured prayers. So, I usually end with a glory be. So, I wanna start with worship and then end with glorifying the Lord. And usually, that's how I approach my prayer. So, really, ganun lang. Chika-chika lang.
Yeah.
Actually, madami akong question. Kasi ang haba nun. Like for me, I was imagining the whole process. And it's not something that you can just do outside.
Yeah.
Right? You really sit in silence. You set the mood, diba? Parang ambiance is very important. What, like for example, when you're sitting there in silence, may naririnig ka ba? May naramdaman ka? Like, what do you get during that process of silence?
To answer it plainly, I really get the peace and the joy of the Lord. And ayoko siyang parang sobrang abstract. Oh, what's the peace of the Lord? But,
Ano ba yun? Saan ba na-
anong color yun?
Nabibili ba yan?
Ato part 2 ba
Oo
yun?
nga eh.
But siguro for me, what it just means to me when I sit in silence, it's really parang letting go of the things that I try to hold so anxiously.
Nako.
'Di ba? Yung mga ganun, yung mga parang like
Namdamdaman
'di ba?
ko yun.
Yung
Sorry,
mga parang
nabibigay.
okay Lord, parang yung trabaho ko, yung deadline ko, yung ganito, yung ganyan. Pero when you sit in silence and you just acknowledge that okay, there is a God bigger than all these things. You actually have that sigh of relief na oh my gosh, what are these compared to my God? So, yung parang siyang ganon. So, di ko siya kayang i-tangibilize. Word ba yun? Di ko siya kayang i-put in a clear picture. But it's really more of that disposition. Lagi ako disposition. Wala bang thesaurus? Synonyms.
Synonyms.com.
Pero it's really that, it's really more of that mindset na, okay, like when I approach to prayer, the Lord already knows what I'm asking. But here I am allowing the Lord to change the language of my heart, to change me more than me asking him to change my situation. It's more of that giving me that strength, that hope, or even that grace to just face it. So, hindi siya na-add to cart, na-add to heart.
Yes!
Hashtag.
Love that!
May title na tayo.
Lolo, oo nga. Galing doon. Balik ka next time, ha? Yeah, no, parang now that you created that picture for me, it's really like a big part of it is the disposition. Na I feel like yun nga siguro easily distracted ka as you mentioned kanina na you really have to set aside that.
Distracted, tama.
Kasi sabi niya eh, which gets ko kasi yun kasi ako parang, oh Lord, ganyan. Biglang, ano nga biglang ko mamaya? Biglang nandiyan.
Yeah.
So, it's really true na you really set aside that effort, that time to set yourself in that disposition para kausapin si God, no? And it's a kanya-kanyang process.
Parang basically there's a set time and
Yeah.
process for you. That's what we see.
Mm-mm.
Maybe we can ask JG, like, is that also the same experience for you na?
Alam mo, like, beyond the mass whenever I go to mass, I just go into it, diretso na head on. Because, I feel naman, depende naman kasi talaga yun sa tao. Like, kung sa akin, I just repeat the prayer over and over again. Kung kay Lalik, it's naghanap talaga siya ng panon sa araw niya. It's up to you because besides God, it's you who know yourself. And you're the one who determines kung what will work for me, what doesn't work for me. And, if it works for you na may structure, then go. Because that's what brings you closer to God. Kung kaya mo yung, alam mo yung sa mga movie or TV show na biglang may white noise, tas you don't hear anything, you're in a crowded room. Kung kaya mo yun, then go, diba? If you can enter, because I think we'll be invoking St. Ignatius a lot today, because ang galing talaga yung sinabi ni St. Ignatius, finding God in all things.
Yes.
And you'll find God anywhere, because I personally believe that God meets you where you are and takes you as you are. And that reflects a prayer journey mo, because how you view prayer, that's really up to you, because while prayer is a communal thing, your personal prayer is syempre between you and God.
Yeah.
So sa akin dinediretso ka lang. Some minsan totoo nga yung yung white noise, suddenly you don't hear anything. You shut everything down and then sige, go lang, usap lang kayo.
Kasi may aspect of silence din kay JG. No?
Yes.
Like, ano yung nangyayari during that silent time with God?
What's a white noise?
Oo. Like, do you talk to Him? Do you hear anything? Do you feel something?
Ako kasi, I'm a very visual learner. So what actually happens is, in that silence, ang nakikita ko lang, it's a blank room, tas I'm talking to someone. Ganun lang. Silence naman kasi doesn't have to be na talagang wala kang ginagawa, wala kang iniisip. Silence for me is not to keep quiet, but to be able to hear.
Yes.
Para that paradox, because when I'm quiet, I can hear God, and I can really visualize myself conversing with Him.
Yeah.
Na parang ako nagtatanong, nagsasabi, siya sumasagot.
Yeah.
Parang you won't hear Him if you don't allow yourself to hear Him.
Very highlighted ang Jesuits talaga. St. Ignatius, maraming salamat. Shout out po. And I think, kasi gusto ko rin i-point out yun kanina na different yung experience ni Lalik and JG, but very common sa kanila yung silence.
Mm-mm.
And I realized that probably that's actually a sign of deepened prayer when we're there in a situation or disposition to actually dispose ourselves to the Lord na, sige Lord, ikaw naman yung magsalita sa akin.
Yeah.
Kasi we always say prayer is communication with God. And when we say communicate, parang two-way street siya dapat, diba? Like, nagsasalita tayo, and then makikinig tayo. And na-realize ko, like, ayan pala yung tinuturo sa atin nung bata tayo. Na magsalita tayo, magsalita. Our Father, Angelus, memorize natin lahat yan. But it doesn't end there pala. Na parang, for you to experience something more personal, you have to reach a point of silence for the Lord to talk to you naman.
Yeah.
Ako, I wanted to touch on you were mentioning communities, and then also JG was mentioning your parish involvement, right? Siguro, we can kind of touch on how you actually got into those involvements separately, and also how you how did it do you well, or how did it
How
help
did it
you?
help your prayer?
Mm.
Oh.
You can
yeah.
start.
Sige, ako na.
You can start.
Come on, JG.
Bilis magpasa na.
Buti lang meron akong stock,
Oo
diba?
nga eh.
Siya may stock, ako na stock.
Kuha ka ng prompt sa akin. That's why. I hate to be the very cliche Catholic boy na gusto maging pare. But that's me. Nung bata talaga ako, alam mo yung, again, very visual. I like the statues, nangongolekta ako, yung mga magaganda, that one. And I got involved with the parish. Ang kwento sa akin na nanay, I was 4 years old. Ang parish priest namin, kasi wala pang cathedral ang Cubao, it was Bishop Ness. Tapos apparently lumapit ako sa kanya, sabi, I wanna be an altar server. Tapos sabi niya, tumawa siya, you're too young. Tapos bumalik ako 5 years later. And I ended up joining. Honestly, it's like genuinely the best decision because it really got me into the parish community. So I guess, sorry, sobrang haba, pero 2 aspects again, worship and community. Dun sa worship kasi, when you're an altar server, you can live out yung pagiging kiti-kiti mo. Ang dami yung ginagawa, di ba, may incense, may ringing of bells, lakad-lakad kayo. And like, growing up in that, I realized na parang ang daming meaning. We, as kids, we asked why. And like, being exposed, like, being the privileged enough to be up close, ang daming nasasagot na why na parang, but may bell, ba't ba tayo lumuluhod sa misa? Suddenly, everything had a meaning. And it was so eye-opening for me na parang, suddenly, the mass wasn't boring. It was very eye-opening. And my friend describes it as, the mass is mystical. Whether, in one way or another, it's mystical because yung tinapay nagiging Kristo. It's so powerful. So parang, the meaning that goes into all that, it makes a difference talaga in your prayer life when you know why. Again, going back to sa community, it also helps na you also have a community of people asking why and journeying together. And iba talaga yung community na you really understand na you're all volunteering for the parish, mahal yung Panginoon. You also have a genuine care for the people in your community. And that's what's honestly parang really blessed about having a parish or having a community in general to be with. Kasi they're people who understand you and they're people who are willing to accommodate you, not just to ask why, but to also to help you answer that why.
Wow.
Thank you, JG. Father
Praise
JG.
and worship.
Add to heart.
Add to heart.
How about you, Lalik?
Well, for me naman, I was a Catholic. I was. You know?
Oh no!
I mean, paano ba yun? Catholic talaga. Ang
Go.
hirap, Lord.
Conventional?
Feeling ko ako yung ano.
Nominal.
Tradition.
Yun,
Traditional.
Okay.
Yun nga, my parents were very devout Catholic. And then I didn't understand it. I was in Catholic school. So, I didn't have that blessing na you, as such a young age, you appreciated the tradition, the church. Ako naman, it was really like an outside looking in. Parang, ano bang ginagawa namin? Ganun. But, it was in college where I was invited in, yun nga, a charismatic organization, which is Christ Youth in Action. When I was invited there, doon, tinuruan kami paano magdasal, ganun. And my first experience actually was, I was very, for the lack of a better word, prideful. Na parang, ay, alam ko na yan. Alam ko na yung in the name of the Father. Yung gano'n, sobrang like, I know how to pray, ganun. But I was very exposed to how other people prayed. And I realized, that's not how I pray. Like, bakit sa kanila sobrang ganda ng prayer? Tapos parang yung sa akin, bless us, O
Paano
Lord.
sila?
Amen. So, in the charismatic community, or in CYA kasi, the way they pray was like they had vocalized prayers. They would like hindi like
Vocalize ko na.
they really say their prayers out loud. And for someone who's not that eloquent as them, parang dadasal ba ako? Parang hindi naman ganun yung dasal ko, parang ganun. But more than me being intimidated by it, I was really siguro curious, but also I was very intrigued na, oh, I can pray like that? Like, is that how we pray? And actually, may chika ako na the first time I...
Yes, ano yung nalaga?
What's the thing?
Off the record. Off the record.
Pero the first time that we were encouraged to vocalize our prayer. Honestly, so sabi lang nila, when you vocalize your prayer daw,
May say vocalize, like say
say it out loud.
Okay.
Say it out
Sorry,
loud.
kala ko kakanta.
Ano ba ka din?
Pwede din. Pero
Okay.
di kasi binigay ni Lord.
Know
Not the right
yourself.
time, not the right time.
Ah.
Baka bukas.
Oo. Try natin. Pero yun, when we were encouraged to pray out loud, yung encouragement sa amin is just describe who the Lord is in your life. So, medyo ako that time, na-taken aback ako like, oh nga no, who is the Lord in my life? And so yung first time ko mag-say out loud, parang I overcome my parang self-consciousness, ganun. Kasi silang lahat nagvo-vocalize na. FOMO ako. Parang, ay, ako din. So, the first word that I just said out loud was, Lord. Then umiyak na ako. Because I was very moved on how I can call on the Lord pala. Or like, this is me, like all this time, thinking that the Lord is someone so distant, someone so great. And sino ba naman ako, di ba? But when I was in that, when I was introduced to that way of prayer, that I can vocalize it, that I can call unto Him, it was very moving for me that, I can approach the Lord. Or someone as low as me, a sinful person, someone who's broken, who's been through a lot of things, can just call on Him and He will listen. So that was something that made me really interested in this way of life, in this community, that this is a community of sinners calling on the same Lord. And that was my entry point of how I appreciated the Lord, how I was introduced to the Lord. And then later, that's when that parang paved the way for me to appreciate the Mass, the way for me to appreciate Catholicism as a tradition in itself, even made me appreciate the Bible. Like, Catholic school ako all my life, and my parents, like, every Sunday talaga, kompleto kami sa attendance. Pero that was the first time, honestly, when I was introduced to CYA and then later to a charismatic community, it was the first time that I appreciated the Bible, I appreciated the Word of God, and I saw it as the Word of God and not some random book with really cool quotable quotes, ganon. Parang it's really the outpouring of the Spirit in my life that, okay, there is a God, and that God is the one teaching me how to pray and how to approach Him.
Did your family know? Like, how did... Parang...
Oo.
Parang... This is also a decision.
Dapat
Naka-sensor.
Sorry, revelation pala.
Yeah,
But,
my parents knew. It came to as a shock to them talaga. So, who I am right now, if you knew me before, sobrang different. I was really of the world, like, typical Gen Z. My plug, sorry.
Oo, hindi ko nakita.
Pero, yeah, when my parents found out, they were shocked. Like, parang,
Ginagawa mo dyan.
totoo ba yan?
Pa-Jesus.
Baka scam yan.
Oo. At first, they were pleasantly surprised. But then, later, when I was really involved in community, when I was really dedicating my time and my life, my resources to it, doon na sila nag-a-ask ng questions na parang, ba't pa kailangan yan? Or parang, okay naman na yung Sunday masses, bakit kailangan mo pa mag-serve dyan? Yung ganon. And to be honest, I kind of expected it also kasi I know that my parents or my family was really just looking out for me. And it also took a lot of grace for me to explain it to them. Parang ano siya, no? Like, the tables have turned. Na parang ako yung sinasabihan nila, mag-mask ka, mag-ganito. But then, it was really like such an adult moment for me to have to explain to them that, okay, I have found the faith that you have been teaching me. And this is how I've experienced the Lord. And this is how I want to experience the Lord. And true enough, like, parang grasya din ng Panginoon na pinagdasal ko yun na sana maintindihan nila or sana matanggap nila. True enough, naintindihan naman nila, natanggap nila yung community also. And it came to a point na sila na nga yung magtatanong. Like, ano ba yan? So, it was something that, it was also me journeying with them as I was journeying with the Lord in this way of life that I was introduced to.
Yan, parang full circle. Siya naman na yung nagsasabi.
Siya na yung nakaupo, bakit?
Exactly. So actually, I can say this because I'm coming from the same experience lang of community as Lalik, charismatic expression. And I think that's one of the things na hindi masyado alam ng mga tao ngayon, even parents. So common experience sa Christ Youth in Action, I think, is ma-feel ng mga parents na kasi may pa-worship na yung mga bata. Parang nag-iibang religion ka na ba? Nag-ano ka na ba? Born again ka na ba? Ganyan. But it's actually still Catholic faith, but a more expressive expression of worship. And siguro that's something to note, na parang ang daming expression of our prayer, na sinabi nga ni JG kanina, na it's more of like understanding yourself and knowing yourself before the Lord, so that you know how you can serve and love Him best in prayer also.
Actually, may question ako sa'yo. Oh, yeah! Hindi. Minatawag sa principal. So, I'm very curious about, kasi, how did your peers actually, like, parang accept, di naman siguro accept, parang how did your peers react to you being really active in church? Like, how do they perceive you? Or do they think you're weird? Kasi, like, parang for me, when I was really active in charismatic renewal, when I was really active to this way of life already, parang at first they really found it na parang, ay, Jesus na siya, ganun. But then, ikaw nasa church ka talaga. Like, how did you know?
I'd like to say progression should depende sa maturity ng bata. Like, all of our maturity.
Yeah.
Like, nung sa grade school ako, syempre, it's not your conventional thing naman talaga. So parang, okay, JG's the religious one. Banal, okay.
Father JG.
It's syempre hindi naman siya bad joke kasi total opposite of a bad joke. So, pero joke, but nothing really much to it. But okay, JG's a church, that's it. And then, like, pagdating sa high school, syempre, medyo pa-cool kasi wow, may nagpapausok dun, no? may magpapausok.
Papatayuin mo pa sila.
Wow, the command. Syempre, like, my wow factor yung visual. But then, like, the older I got, people were very nice. Like, my friends are very nice na it's about me. And parang natatawa nga, minsan ako yung nagiging outlet ng mga tanong nila na parang, oh yeah, JG, so what's your thought on this issue or this event? Parang, oh JG, how does it work na ganito, ganyan? Minsan ako rin napapatanong sa kanila about, I guess, their experiences with silence or sometimes even their previous experiences with prayer. And it just becomes a conversation point. Parang, not that I'm trying to convert you to become more prayerful, but that it's really the why. Iba talaga yung why, once you mature. So parang, it was really just an acknowledgement na you're not weird. You're just being you. And that's totally fine because we're all people.
Yeah.
And it was really just a good point of dialogue na parang, just like your parents yung napapatanong na why. Now, my friends are also asking me why and I ask them why. Tas we ping-pong na lang yung mga napakaraming tanong.
Maraming salamat, Lal, Lick, and JG for sharing your experiences with the rest of our FRC fam. Personally, nag-enjoy ako sa episode na to, Chay.
Ako din. Naramdaman mo yung energy.
Oo.
I'm pretty sure yung FRC fam out there naguguluhan. Nag-enjoy.
This is the youth of today.
Yes. And I think it's very nice kasi it also echoes how, yun nga, we're all in the same room, we're all in the same journey, but at the end of the day, we're unified by prayer and our faith in the Lord.
Same journey, tapos napaka-iba ng itsura niya. Ako nakita ko yung...
Iba itsura natin. Sorry.
Ikaw naman din. Note lang na hindi Chinese si JP. But napaka-iba nung itsura nung expression natin, ng faith natin. Coming from different experiences, but us trying to figure out it in the same God. Parang galing. Galing, natuwa ako.
Ang hindi ko makakalimutan is that our families will always play a part in that process. Na they may be the people who planted that seed, but they're also the ones who will continue to cultivate that once we're already there, when we're older and stuff like that. So, FRC fam out there, share your thoughts, your feelings. We would love to hear about it.
Yes. Oo. Share. Or kung may tanong kayo, or kung may chika rin
kayo. Pwede rin
sa
naman.
experience ng faith, yes, feel free to share that.
Yes, and of course, we thank you again, Lalik and JG, for sharing your stories, trusting us, kahit na medyo magulo kami today.
Mag-last na tayo sa kanila. Since this is the year of prayer, and we want to pray together as we encourage one another to deepen our faith, maybe you have some last words for our FRC fam for this episode. Any encouragements for the youth out there, families out there, on how they can continue the journey in prayer?
Honestly, as much as it's a communal journey, very synodal, diba? It's your personal journey. Don't be afraid to try new things. It's your prayer life. It's just between you and God. Walang husgahan dun. Just remember God's love. And find God's love in your life. Kung anong position man yun. And wherever you find it, again, I want to echo, St. Ignatius is just so cool. Sabi, tantum quantum, in as much as. So always remember, whatever you decide to embark in, whatever prayer, whether contemplative, silence, or charismatic, very lively, just remember, as long as it leads you to God, as long as it leads you to the Eucharist, to Jesus, yung kaibigan natin, yung kasama natin, then it works. Then it works for you. Whatever works for you, as long as it brings you to God, then do it.
It's a wrap!
That's it!
Sige, kaya ko to. For me naman, calling on St. Ignatius again, alam mo, dapat feast day sila.
Tagal pa, July pa.
I saw him clout.
Coming from St. Ignatius again, I really love what St. Ignatius said, like finding God in everything. And I feel like that's where your journey should start. Like when you want to start in prayer, you just have to look for the Lord. And it's not that hard, honestly. The Lord really loves to meet us where we are. As what St. Ignatius again said, like, behold your God, behold Him. And when you think that you are really, really searching for God, believe that the Lord is searching for you even more than you are searching for Him. And He's like right there waiting. And I really love that imagery every time I approach prayer. And I really feel like that could be your starting point. That heart that yearns for the Lord. And yun nga, like, you can never go wrong in just that's like simple words of, Lord, meet me where I am, or like, Lord, meet me here. And the Lord surprises you. The Lord really does surprises you on how He answers you.
Thank you very much.
Lalik and JG. Ikaw, Chai, do you have any takeaways from hearing the experiences of our guests? Very youthful guests.
Parang nalalate ako today. I mean, to be honest with you, kasi I always, I think how I relate to God is also very different, very unique, very me. Very me. No, but like, I do always say that kasi na it's very personal. Like, kunyari in mass, di ba, tatanungin ka, mag-recite ka naman, or like, be more attentive, look like this, look like that. And then you're also caught in that conversation, but backlogs kami in my own way. Like, I always say that. And hearing your stories, it actually validates it that it's a personal journey. Like, it's okay, no judgment how you pray as long as, di ba sabi nga ni JG, as long as it leads you to God, okay lang yun, kausapin mo siya in any way you want, di ba? Like, Lord, G, gano'n. No, but really, like, I think to our FRC fam out there, the people who would also feel like hesitant about prayer, feel intimidated even, you shouldn't be. I feel like from this episode, what we want to also extend to you, our FRC fam, is that you can pray in your own way, and it's always okay.
The Lord knows you best, diba?
Diba?
Ako naman, striking naman sa akin, if isa yung personal aspect, yung communal aspect also that they highlighted. It's very important to find people to journey with you kasi minsan we can't just trust ourselves. When we see, we reflect ourselves in other people. We learn more as well. We deepen in our faith. This generation, we're called the truth seekers, diba? Parang hinahanap natin palagi kung ano ba yung totoo, ano yung maganda. And I think that's a very good trait for us youth. And so, it saddens me minsan pag the youth leave the faith because they feel like, eto na yun for me . So, siguro encouragement lang, na-encourage ako to continue to ask the questions, ask why, ask your priests, ask your peers, ask your parents, so that you continue to seek Jesus in all of those. So, yun nga, He's waiting for you, so He has answers. You just have to ask. Sana we don't leave first before we ask. Tanungin na muna natin lahat ng tanong natin. Yun.
Yes.
Grabe.
Yes. Thank you very much again to our guests.
Lalik and
very
Gigi.
inspiring.
Thank you.
Yes, sana na-energize kay FRC fam, and of course, na-encourage and na-inspire with this episode. Again, it's Shai.
And Rap, who leave you with the wise words of Venerable Patriot Faith, and that's
a family that prays together stays together.
And a world that prayer is a world at peace.
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter, guys!